All right, we're back. Stevie B. Boston, y'all. We're back talking Patriots playoff preview. We're talking AFC right now. At the end of the day, we know the matchups next week. Oakland at Houston. The Patriots will play the winner of that game in the divisional round, and Miami at Pittsburgh will play KC in that divisional round. I expect to see Pittsburgh go ahead and beat Miami. I think they've gotten too healthy, and they've gotten stronger as the season goes on. Everyone knows what that offense can do, and I just believe in that offense more than I believe in Miami's defense. Mostly, more or less, their defensive line, because the only way Miami stays in this game and makes a game of it is if Ndamukong Suh, Cameron Wake, and them dudes get after Ben and somehow get him to the ground and just disrupt everything. Other than that, I expect Pittsburgh to win. That offense is more than powerful enough. It's Brown, it's Bell, it's Roethlisberger, and he's got some guys making plays. Sammy Coates, Rogers, he's Big Ben. Okay. We know what they're capable of. That defense, I am a little worried about the Pittsburgh defense. However much better they have been getting over the past few weeks, they've been scored on by teams that they shouldn't have been scored on. Two of the last three games, aside from week 17, were comeback wins. That leans on the defense, and if their offense doesn't come out fast, they could put themselves in a strange situation with Miami. But however much I expect them to win it, I don't think that'll fly against KC. But that's just how that's going. I expect Houston to beat Oakland, not because Oakland doesn't have playmakers on offense, but because Houston has a better defense, or a more consistent defense. Oakland has had to come from behind far too many times on the back of Derek Carr's greatness, and those skill players that they have over there in Murray and Crabtree, but they, unfortunately, I don't see that same magic happening with McGloin, and I don't see them pulling the comeback trail like they've been doing a lot of this season. It's my biggest reason for saying that the Oakland has been overhyped. Carr's been overhyped. Yeah, it looks good to be able to make a drive or make a play when your team needs you to, but what does it say about your team as a whole if you're constantly in that position? So I expect Houston to win that game. Savage had the concussion, but Savage knows how to manage the team on the field. He looked pretty good, and I have more confidence in them moving the ball, or I just have more confidence in Houston's offense, however stagnant it may be at times, against Oakland's defense, than I do McGloin coming in there and doing what Carr could. It's not going to happen. Don't want to get into too many details. It's a boring game. I really don't care to watch. It's going to be a close scoring game. I'm going to give it to Houston, probably 17-10. Simple touchdown game. It might even be closer. If it's 13-10, don't even be surprised. But again, Pittsburgh. I expect Pittsburgh to go in and beat Miami. Then the big question is can Pittsburgh's offense beat Kansas City's defense? And can Pittsburgh's defense stop Kansas City's offense from making explosive plays? That is all. If they can stop Tyreek Hill, or at least contain him, stop Alex Smith from getting those bootleg touchdowns, or those rollout touchdowns and first downs, that will be the key to them winning that game. Okay. Otherwise, if Tyreek Hill is on, if they even have a few big plays, if Alex Smith gets a couple first downs with his legs, you better believe I do not expect them to be. I actually expect the Chiefs' defense with Peters and with Marcus Peters and Eric Berry, Tom Harley, Justin Houston. Those guys there's more experience on that defense and just talent than on the entire. In the entirety of excuse my language. There's more experience in their defense and those four guys than there is in the entirety of Pittsburgh's defense. Pittsburgh is literally relying on an older James Harrison. Timmons is basically their playmaker in the middle of the field, or the only guy veteran enough and still skilled enough, or has some of his talent in him enough to be able to make those plays still. And Ryan Shazier is a young guy, talented, but obviously we gotta see how that looks in the playoffs when the pressure's on. So you tell me, Pittsburgh's offense versus KC's defense, or KC's offense versus Pittsburgh's defense. Give me your thoughts. I'm taking the Steelers to win it anyway, simply because I believe that their defense will do enough to hold off Alex Smith and the Chiefs, who make their living off the big play more often than not. If Tyreek Hill doesn't score a touchdown and Alex Smith doesn't roll out for a touchdown or a bootleg or something like that during the game, then they're bound to lose, and they will lose. That tends to be the case. Contain their big plays, Pittsburgh, and just be steady against their defense. And we'll be playing y'all soon. Anyway, get back to me with your thoughts, guys. This is what I'm thinking. And it's a definite. I got more things to say about the NFC. We'll hear that soon. Talk to you guys later. Stevie B. Subscribe, request, comment. I'm with you guys all day.